Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 28th going to the 4th of December. So let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you guys. For Aquarius, please. Yeah, let's get one more. Interesting. Okay, let's get you some of these. I like to pull the cards out first and then I'll discuss with you what's going on, okay? As always. And let me also sort this out too. There we go. For Aquarius. A lot of purple energy. Could be a good color for you this week. Okay, let's see. Current energy, please, for Aquarius. This looks good. One thing that I am picking up on, though, is that you guys might actually decide that, you will work better in a group. This could be to do with a project, a plan, or actually getting some validation or advice from somebody here, because I just feel like you might be doing too much on your own. You could actually get some support from friends. You can get some support from family members here for whatever it is that you're doing. But you're attracting in really good opportunities and really good results with whatever it is that you've been working super hard on. Because your current energy is 10 of Wands. We have the Empress as well. So this is kind of how I'm seeing it, how it's kind of coming up for you guys. In a little bit of an order. We have the 10 of Wands, so kind of carrying everything by yourself, really holding on to a lot of things. To the Empress, which of course is about attracting and abundance, and then the 4 of Wands, which is of course about celebration and coming together. And again, this could be really good for partnership of any kind. This could definitely be in terms of love for some of you here, that you've been going along your journey for a long time without that unconditional love that the Empress carries. So the Empress is representing you in this, Aquarius. You do carry a lot of care, compassion, love here, and you're just waiting for that to come back to you. And with the 4 of Wands, some of you might be pleasantly surprised. You could find some love coming in, but this definitely means in love in terms of a group of people as well, because I do see that if you've been struggling with something by yourself, this is a time of where if we're open to receive, like the Empress is, then you'll also get that really lovely recognition from other people. So the 4 of Wands is a celebration of some kind. So you could be actually achieving something this week, getting what it is that you want. It is known as the 1111 card as well. So something that you may have wished for here, you'll be celebrating, which is nice to see. We do, when it comes down to love, and I will speak of other things for those who don't want to hear about it, but we have TikTok and loyal hearts here. So it definitely looks like there is some love coming into your life. If you already have love here, Aquarius, then this feels like something very exciting, maybe an engagement, maybe, well, it's a milestone in a relationship. So whether that's moving to the next stages here, whether that's something very exciting happening in a relationship, then this coming in very soon. But TikTok says let go of the need to control the timing of this or when this happens, because this will happen in its own way. Okay, now what else do I see with these energies coming through? I've been doing something a little bit different here, Aquarius, of where I like to kind of bring up these cards when I see it, because it kind of flows a little bit better that way. But if you have been working on something, again, you might be feeling the need to give up, but Spirit's saying don't give up, just be open to getting some help with this, because I feel like that's going to really be pushing you forward. All right, well, the current energies, please, for Aquarius. Some of you may be feeling really nostalgic here, thinking a lot about, well, children for some of you, but your childhood maybe even, or just very old memories here. Now, 4 of Cups, just be aware of this, only because 4 of Cups does represent being kind of like rejecting new offers because of past energy, because you're thinking about what used to be. So maybe this doesn't just have to be to do with love interest, but of course if it resonates that way, then so be it. And especially if you were dealing with a Libra here. But what I'm kind of getting generally from this energy is that you might not realize that you're rejecting new beginnings and new great loving energies, whether that's great work atmospheres or great work possibilities as well. We might be rejecting good things just because we're very content with where we are currently. And Six of Cups is kind of like you might have expectations of something coming back round or something being the way that it used to be in the past. And Spirit's saying that you can bring in new energy, but you just are avoiding it. And it could look the same as the past, but we're not ever going to be able to go backwards. You see what I mean? So the only way is forwards. And if it is similar, then amazing. If it has similar things, then great. But some of you might need to let go of a certain image here. I don't know why I'm seeing this here, but this is just what I'm getting here, that your mind is really in the Six of Cups energy, and it's causing you in the present to miss out on opportunities here because of this. Okay, so Spirit's coming through with the Libran energy here, saying make sure that you're balancing yourself. It's good to think about the past and the good things that we may want to carry through into the future, whether this is how things used to be, how you used to be treated, or, you know, whatever it is. Six of Cups is generally good memories. But with this energy coming through with the Justice card, it's about making sure that you're also focusing on your future and doing things in the present that will help your future too. All right, because thinking about the past is good in some ways, not always great if it's negative things, but you can use that as inspiration for your future, whether it's I don't want this, but I do want that in another relationship or in a business, opportunity, then you can definitely manifest it, but not in this Four of Cups energy, because this is a rejecting energy, okay? Being closed off to new things because of a past energy. So just be aware of this. All right. Anything else for Aquarius? We have the Knight of Pentacles coming through, so it's slow and steady. Like, you may not be ready for the future for some of you. I can kind of pick up on this. Like, you might really be kind of like questioning something here, whether you're ready for the future or anything like this. But the Knight of Pentacles is just a reminder that you don't need to rush into anything. Slow and steady actually ends up winning the race in a lot of stories. But with the Knight of Pentacles specifically in a tarot, this is the only suit of knight that actually gets to the throne, because he is being very methodical, looking at each seed that they're planting very, deeply to make sure that it will grow fruit in the future. So if you are taking your time with something, it's very highly recommended, especially because of this energy, because especially if you're going into a relationship, you might really be thinking about an old lover or maybe even how you were treating others. Like, there's a very good energy here that I see you really thinking about. Maybe going back to, or some of you are just thinking about it a lot. It's really important, as I was saying, to make sure you're finding the right partner. So don't rush into anything here, Aquarius. I think it's going to be super important, but it doesn't mean to shut this person out either. It's about taking your time, because Knight of Pentacles can sometimes be so slow moving that people don't feel like they're moving. Sometimes if we are comparing our journey to other people, or maybe how old things used to be, we might feel like we're stagnant. But the Knight of Pentacles is a moving energy. It's just a lot slower than maybe what you're used to. So, but again, this actually does seem victorious. So if you're starting to speak to somebody here, this does look good. And I think in some ways you might still be in a little bit of pain. There might still be some triggers coming up. Page of Swords here as well, as I'm saying that, which is a triggered energy with how I read it. So I feel like this new love interest, not that it's here to heal you, but it will definitely bring up some things that need healing, and I think it will help you out a lot. Especially, just a very quick message for people with this, who are going through this, is sometimes you can heal as much as you can away from a very difficult relationship in the past, and think that you're very healed, but it's almost like the next chapter of healing is when you're in another relationship, and things that you didn't think were even there will come up. But this is good. This is why it's saying slow and steady, because maybe in the past, Aquarius, you did shut people out because it didn't look how it used to look, or it didn't look how your expectations felt it to be. And there's nothing wrong with having expectations, but of course no one is perfect. And I do get with the Six of Cups, there could potentially be a really good mutual respect between you and somebody here, a soulmate. This is a soulmate card, but we might be closing ourselves away from it because it just looks different. So just be aware of that. It's only for a few of you, and that could even pertain to money and business opportunities as well. You might be going into something very different and be kind of feeling like you don't really know if you want to go down this because it is so different. So slow and steady, really look at this opportunity and take your time with it, okay? Anything else? What are the blockages this month? This week, please, for Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Whoa, some changes needed. Lovers and the 8 of Cups. And the Devil energy. Interesting. I guess some of you might have some temptations to walk away. Aquarius, I did see in your last reading that you have walked away from something very challenging. Like a karmic tie with somebody here, or just a very toxic connection. Situation, should I say. So your blockages here, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. This is something that needs to change here. Things that needed to change was that you might have been constantly in conflict with somebody here. Maybe if you're seeing a good connection or a healthy connection come through, you might see that as like, I don't know, like this isn't meant to be because I'm not having these like intense feelings. But what you'll realize is that the past, these intense feelings might not have been the best. This came from obsession. This came from heat, fire. So it's more like lustful energies, or again, like just the Devil is very different from the Lovers here. And what you're wanting here is the Lovers. But 8 of Cups, some of you have had to walk away from somebody here that you was in love with because of certain things, because there was a lot of feeling left out or abandoned by this person, especially with arguments. Maybe you argued a lot. Some of you may have had to walk away during an argument here, like not having that kind of closure. I see you moving away from this slowly but surely. But the 8 of Cups as well, by the way, is looking for the last 2 cups, which of course is about love. So you're walking away from what you thought love to be, and you're realizing a bit more that it wasn't really love. Is whatever this Devil energy represents, codependency maybe even. And you'll be finding a mutual, beautiful relationship in time, okay? But the blockage here is making a certain choice here. This is choice. 2 of Wands, so of course it's a choice, it's a decision, but this is a decision to move forward and actually get something more out of your relationships here, because maybe in the past you didn't feel like you was given enough. Page of Swords. There's a lot of defensive energy or triggers in this. I feel like somebody triggered some abandonment issues that you may have already had from childhood or stuff like other relationships. So your choice is to kind of, maybe some of you might find yourself going on some sort of adventure or travel here. And this could, well, it's something pertaining to planning for the future. So it could even be a new business startup. It could be anything that has to do with you expanding your vision of the future. And I think in the past, someone held you back from this, or a situation held you back from thinking big in your life. And I feel like this is something that's different and that we need to make a decision on, that's blocking us here. Because 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, this could be like a lingering mental conflict after a physical conflict that happened. But what needs to change, because 5s are necessary changes with how I read them, is to make a decision about expanding and understanding that your life is worth a lot more and you can do a lot more than what you could in the past. And maybe these conflicting energies are telling you that you can't, or that, you know, you'll never be healed, or you never feel a certain way, which is not true. Unless you stay in that energy, then of course it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. But the Lovers here and the 2 of Wands is a choice to move forward and to expand your life and to understand that you deserve a lot more. Okay. The only way we really see that is when we're away from it and we look back and we're like, oh, whoa. So we have exchanging gifts, and I really want to clarify this because you could actually be getting, again, some help here. Someone could be offering you something, even if it's an idea that's going to spark some interest within you. If If this is a collaboration, it looks good. Four of Swords, this is interesting. Four of Swords, clarifying, exchanging gifts here. So when you're in a period of rest, this is where it feels like people are going to be helping you out. Here we have the Moon. So this is interesting. This is deep healing, by the way. When this combination comes through, you will have some, I'm going to call them dark moments, and you probably have already experienced it, so it doesn't seem, I hope it doesn't sound scary to you, because these are just subconscious thoughts, subconscious beliefs, emotions that need to be surfaced up again. With exchanging gifts here, the good thing about it, as I'm saying, is Six of Swords, which is moving forward away from the conflict here. Some of you are super psychic. And with that being said, we have Trust as well, which says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So it's going with the flow of that. The Five of Pentacles tried to come back out again. So make sure that you're guiding yourself away from this abandonment. All right, building blocks is coming through as well, which is about you defending a dream or defending your growth here, because yeah, I feel like there's a lot of times where you do think about the past or do think about things that have gone wrong in your life. Nine of Swords and a Tower card, things that fell apart, and maybe you feel like your life is falling apart. But the building blocks card is saying things that aren't necessary right now for you are breaking away so that you can continue to build here. All that's breaking away is things that maybe we made the wrong decisions on. So people that we let in. And then we realized eventually that they weren't to be trusted, you know. The building blocks, as you can see, is about making the right decisions for what it is that you're building in your life, even if it is just your life and your journey. And sometimes if we've made the wrong decisions to let things stay or to add something into your life, it will fall apart because it wasn't sturdy enough for what you're building yourself up to be. But the Nine of Swords is just a reminder not to overthink this, okay? Not to blame yourself for anything. Taking accountability is different from blaming yourself. It's about being responsible. But Nine of Swords just comes through as a bit of, you might be being too harsh on yourself about the things that went wrong in your life. Because the Tower card, both of people are falling out here. So you are not to blame for something. The Seven of Wands was also clarifying the building blocks card, which is no matter what is going against you at this time, you will be successful. And there is a lot going against you at this time, a lot of decisions to make, a lot of things to do or keep on top of here. So again, feel free to ask some people for help here. As an Empress, you are a very loving energy. Don't let anyone get in the way of your view of that. Four of Wands is there are a lot of people here who actually want to help you. Whether that's siblings, whether that is, you know, friends, even co-workers, you might actually realize that they cared a lot more for you than what you thought, okay? All right. So we have the Thinker energy. And usually this is a card of like, I don't know if I should continue to do what I'm doing, whether I should give up and start something new, which is interesting because to clarify that, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So Seven of Pentacles is like a waiting, you're waiting for your good results. This actually does look like your work life, but of course it could be anything. It's a general reading. But you've been working super hard on something, building something out, spending your time and energy on something, and a new idea is going to come towards you. You could probably incorporate this maybe. So for some of you, if this is an additional stream of income, you might find yourself balancing two things. But you have something being kind of divinely guided towards you. By the way, you're also being reminded that you do have strength to continue with something. The Ace of Wands could even just be a new lease of like passion, new energy coming through so that you can finish what you started here before starting something new. Could be a form of escapism, which sometimes we all fall into, but the Strength card is giving you the strength and courage to make the right decision and to continue, because the Seven of Pentacles is just waiting for the harvest here, for everything that they've built for themselves. So your harvest is coming in, okay? You'll be getting some new energy to push forward. Let's look at this loyal hearts and TikTok energy. The Hanged Man. Interesting. Someone's admiring you. For some of you, this person could be in your life already. For others of you, this could just be you here. We have Piscean energy, we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy here, water energy in general, so that includes Cancer and Scorpio. But there is a very peaceful love coming through. Okay, but we're having to look at this differently. The Hanged Man is feeling a little bit stuck. So for some of you, if you haven't got love in your life, you are seeing love in a different way. Again, this does come from lessons of the past. The Queen of Pentacles, again, is not only is this love, but this is stable love. This is abundant love. This is love that grows into something more. It goes deeper. It's like the tree roots, you know. So you guys are looking at love in a different way. You are being patient when it comes down to love, as much as you may want it to hurry up, which TikTok does suggest that we might be trying to really pull it in sooner rather than later. This is just a confirmation that it is coming for you, okay? But in this time, some of you might be having to see things differently. But the other message I'm getting for some of you is that there is already someone in your life who could possibly be already in love with you. You might be questioning this, or you might not be believing it, but just a confirmation that this person does. They admire, like, I'm going to say surprisingly, because I don't think you believe this, but your stability, the things that you've been able to create for yourself. I think this person is silently admiring you. They may not say it all the time. There's very peaceful energy coming from this person. Yeah. Then we have that divine timing and the wild card here. So there's a new beginning coming through in terms of love for you, which is nice. Oh, and the Hermit energy too. This could be someone older than you, someone who could actually be seen as a bit of like a mentor for you, like a teacher of some kind. Someone who's very like deep with their thinking, very mature, by the way. Again, there could be an age gap here between the two of you. Whether that's you're older or they're older, but there's a lot of wisdom that comes through with this, a lot of pure energy when it comes down to your love life, okay? But divine timing, of course, is saying expect the unexpected. This will come when it's ready to. And this is something we have to accept. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. And that's your past. You cannot change the past. You can only accept it and grow from it. Cannot change certain situations that are beyond our control. We can just accept it and understand that there are some things you can control that could benefit you, okay? Let's pull you some love cards, and then I'm going to pull you some tea leaf tarot. New love. Oh yeah. This says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. If not now, then very soon, actually. You'll be very surprised. We have wedding and passion. And very soon on the bottom of the deck, and heart-to-heart conversations. So again, someone's going to be revealing their feelings to you. If you're already in a relationship, this is going to get deeper, okay? Someone's been seeing something in you recently that you may not have seen within yourself, because you're trying to build everything up. You may have been very distracted. But they're going to say it randomly, and I think it's going to catch you by surprise. We have wedding and passion, by the way. So for some of you, you could end up marrying this person, or already married to this person. There's more passion coming through, all right? Let's get you some tea leaf tarot as well. See what's going on for Aquarius, please. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Hidden secrets can harm you. Pay attention to your health. These all sound scary, but don't worry. These should be things we might already be aware of here. So yeah, September is coming through, so could be dealing with a Virgo. Spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So maybe something happened in September that gave you a lot more wisdom here. But of course, we did have the Hermit energy as well, which is could be a person. But yeah, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. I think you're seeing this differently here. Maybe someone was stealing money from you or stealing from you. Or again, we have pay attention to your health, and hidden secrets can harm you. So Make sure that we are checking anything if we are feeling like this. There could be something wrong with our health. Make sure we're paying attention to it. Older woman, changes in your life, and unclear thinking. Okay, someone this is, I was trying to clarify the shark energy, so just be aware of an older woman here. There's some changes happening in your life. All right, but just be careful of making any decisions, especially in terms of money or contracts here, with unclear thinking, because this could be there could be a loss of material wealth, but if you're able to avoid it, then it's fine. But make sure you know what you're signing. Make sure you know the people you are trusting in your life. I think you've learnt that from past experiences. Just make sure you carry on with that lesson here. Okay? Trust your gut. All right. Well, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. Thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate you. But that's your reading. That's all I have to say. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay.